Neki's new album, Exclamation. I thought this would be a great chance to showcase the signed Neki shirt that, okay, it doesn't really show up very well on this camera. I need a better camera, but hey, it's a cool shirt. Anyway, I'm just going to put that over there and hang that from my guitar, considering that was a complete fail. But what is not a fail is Exclamation. Exclamation, the album by Neki. Now, as you can see here, what we're checking out, and I'm sure you know if you clicked on the link already, we're checking out the song Blink. Now, just to visualize a little bit better, you can see I've liked every song except for Blink because of the fact that, well, I've listened to them all. I've done reactions to the two singles that came out, Reagan Girl, Get Over, and I also did reactions to Endless Game. I'm going to be saving Maze until the music video comes out later today. So now we're jumping into the only track that, as far as I'm aware, isn't going to have a music video, which is Blink. Hopefully that explains everything. Yeah, I mean, I've got to be honest, this is one of those rare examples where a band gets a lot of hype and it's actually worth it. A lot of the time you hear about bands getting a lot of hype and it will tend to be something like, oh, okay, they've got really good musicians, but the songs kind of feel like they need some work. Or there'll be some band who's maybe got like one really good song, but the rest of the album kind of sucks. Or just isn't really up to the same standard. And yeah, a lot of the time they'll sound like they're just copying another band. But when it comes to Neki, I really like it. They've got like little flavors from other things. You know, you can hear a little bit of the bandmate in there. Yeah, I can hear a little bit of Trident in there. I know some people have pointed out a sort of a Gatrick spin sort of sound in places. Just such an amazing band. I'm still not feeling well, so apologies that I might occasionally cough during this. But here we are, checking out Blink, which is the last track on the album I haven't checked out before we jump into Maze with the music video later today. But oh, I'm so excited. If anything, I'm just disappointed there's only 5 tracks. That's the only thing that's got me broken to hide. But as always, I'll be honest. If I don't like it as much as the others, I'll tell you. It is definitely the longest song on the album, clocking in at almost 4.5 minutes, which is a relative Bohemian Rhapsody for these guys. So let's jump on in. Oh, I've got to turn the sound on. I always mute it when I'm doing the reactions from Spotify. I'm scared that I'll accidentally press play and like hear the song and ruin my reaction. But anyway, let's jump in. It's time to hear the song now. Blink. I should have probably guessed that was going to happen. But I love the variation in there already. You feel the emotional punch. Again, sort of playing off of the third beat. That delayed snare as well. Nice build up. Ooh. Something tells me this band might be a veritable hit-making factory. And then changing up the rhythm again. Just including the acoustic in there as well. Beautiful. He knows how soulful and almost country the vocals are. Man, This has hit single written all over it. Let's get the obvious out of the way. That was a longer pause than I expected. That was a brave pause. I love that. Wow. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so I guess the question that we've been asking a lot up to this point is, what will Neki's... it seems so reductionist to say what a band's sound is going to be, but trying to get an idea for what are the things that are going to typify what Neki is. And there are a few things that are definitely flowing through all the songs that flow through this as well. But if we take this song on its own individualities, and boy, does it have them. You know, I mean, I'm really impressed. Not a single song on this album sounds interchangeable, which is, you know, it should sound so obvious. But it's not as common as you would think, especially now. And, you know, it's no discredit to other bands. It's just there's not enough bands who can make truly unique sounding songs, but also have them sound like themselves. This is such a mature first album. But anyway, look, I'm going to do an album review later, probably after I've done the Maze reaction to the music video. But if we're just talking about this song, okay, structurally it owes a lot to those kind of American style, you know, country rock songs. It's got a lot of that. You know, it has those sort of nostalgic breaks where it goes quiet and heavy. The acoustic bit, I think the vocal just so perfectly fits here. I love the fact that she never felt the need to like over sing or over push her voice. She just sung with soul throughout, and it carried beautifully. It was beautifully mixed. The whole album has been beautifully mixed and produced as well, but just worked perfectly here. Apologies, but one of the things I really liked about this is that the segments it went through, again, they're going through different segments, but each segment clicks and flows into the next one beautifully. There might be changes, there might be, so it suddenly goes loud to quiet, but everything feels intuitive, like it flows well. Again, I think this is because the song borrows a lot from that sort of country rock formula in a lot of ways. But what for me really clicked here is not only was it catchy, and it was very catchy. This is a song that, there's got plenty of songs on here that could easily be singles. This could be a single. It might be considered maybe, I don't know, is it considered too American style for them to release as a single? I'll give it a go. It's like just got this beautiful nostalgic feeling to it. But again, I have to say the rhythms on this album are absolutely superb. And this is to take nothing away from everything else, but I think the fact that they've got drum lines to all their songs that pull so much out of it. You know, you get into that loud bit where the guitars and everything first come in. You got 1, 2, 1, 2, da, 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 da. You know, it's sort of like delayed rhythm there, sort of, you know, playing on the third rhythm, and then you got the delayed snare. Sorry, when you come into the verse, where it's not like kick, snare, kick, snare. It's kick, snare, kick, snare. You know, it's like everything's kind of like just slightly off, but it feels natural. It makes it more interesting. The pre-chorus, again, a nice pre-chorus building you up into the into the big hook of the song. I like the fact they did so much that and got that so right that when they followed, I guess, the genre formula of just having a nice, like, swooning guitar solo, come in. My vocal representations of instruments, people, perfect as always. But when you had that guitar solo come in, it just sounded beautiful. It was perfect. It was just grabbed your heartstrings at just the right moment. Just, you know, beautiful singing, emotional guitar. And then, yeah, you get thrown into that last chorus. And again, that delay. I've heard so many bands who they do that little delay where the song stops and it comes back. And so many bands, it's almost like they're scared to leave that delay too long. But that if you do that kind of technique where the song stops and there's a delay, that delay is great. You've got everyone hanging. It's a great moment. Leave it. Be brave. Give yourself a few beats before you come back in, so that when it comes in, everyone's like, there it is. And again, just so much about this was written with wisdom. Yeah, I'm absolutely taken by them. So this was written by Yuki Tanabe. I'm not sure if Yuki Tanabe. Again, I'm really bad with knowing the names. I'm sorry if I don't know everyone's real names. Okay, guys. Look, the songwriting on this album has been absolutely superb, and yeah, I was really impressed by this. I felt it had all of the same qualities that I like from their other songs, but their all songs sound different. And so yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do a maze reaction, and then I'm gonna dive into talking probably about the whole album. Probably do a whole album review at some point, maybe on my main channel, Back a Broadcast. I think I will talk about this album. But just brilliant. What absolutely superb album. Really enjoy everything I've heard from it. And just leaves me hungry for more Neki. Sound like a vampire. Hungry for Neki. Anyway, tell me what you guys think as always. Get in the comments, and until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these, which will be Maze. For now, ciao, ciao.